Joining us now, filling in on the G and Ursula show this morning from 9 to noon is our buddy Travis Mayfield.
Hello, good morning, happy Friday.
Good morning. So it's you and Angela Poe Russell this afternoon. That's going to be
a show. She's like a big deal. I'm kind of nervous about being on the radio with her.
She is. Super nice, though, and just fun to be with, just like you. So you two are going to have a delightful show. But we brought you in here to talk about a couple of stories. I saw you posting about this on Instagram, a couple of developments in the LGBTQ plus community out of Greece and also Tennessee. What's happening?
I mean, it's like one step forward, two steps back is what it feels like sometimes. So, Greece, big news yesterday. Their parliament passed a measure and it's going into law, basically recognizing same-sex marriage. And this is a big deal for Greece, which is kind of a traditionally conservative country in Europe, obviously behind many other European nations, but the first orthodox nation to recognize same-sex marriage. Also, at the same time, giving same-sex parents the same rights of adoption as mixed-gendered couples as well. So a very, very big deal in Greece, moving the ball forward when it comes to equity and equality. The church there did not come out in support. The church was certainly still against this idea, but the prime minister campaigned on this and won like a mandate, a very big majority in the parliament in Greece. So this was an issue. And if you look at the polling there, I mean, it's not even a close matter. A majority of Greeks support same-sex families and same-sex marriage.
I thought it was interesting that they allowed for same-sex unions and also for adoption, but stopped short of allowing children through surrogacy, which is something near and dear to your heart. Why is that?
There is some concerns, especially among the church and in the church when it comes to, reproductive medicine. That is something that even some church clergy, both Orthodox and Catholic and Protestant, sometimes have a problem with reproductive assistance in medicine. It is something that they don't like and they feel is potentially immoral. And then surrogacy, that is also something that, for example, the Pope has called a great evil.
I saw that.
And believes that it is trafficking in women and using women's bodies and that's not okay. Our kids were born via surrogacy, and I do not believe that, and I don't think that's when surrogacy is regulated and it is all parties going in together and they have legal framework for it. It's a beautiful, joyful thing. And in fact, this weekend, we are going to spend some time in Portland and we're going to spend some time with our surrogate's family. Yeah. I mean, 10 years later and we still have a relationship with her and she's that important to us.
Right.
It is not us taking advantage of someone's body. So that is not something that's going to be allowed for Greek couples. But, at least it's sparking a conversation and they're moving in the right direction. Unlike Tennessee, where the state Senate and the House, and now it's headed to the governor's office, has just passed a bill that would allow officiants, marriage officiants, to decline to perform weddings if they're just morally not into it. So if a judge or a justice of the peace is approached by me and my boyfriend, and we're like, we want to get married, and the judge or justice of the peace is like, and I'm not into this. I'm not into this. They can just be like, no.
Go find somebody else.
Yeah.
And so suddenly what you have are county clerks for gay couples and county clerks for straight couples, and now we have these separate but equal situations happening. Are we not seeing history repeat itself?
If you're going to perform, if you're going to say, like, do you take so-and-so to take, do it for everybody. Like, let's not have separate counters and
well, and I thought this was decided based on the bakery cases and the wedding invitation cases. State by state, we've seen these instances where people who provide a service say, no, I don't want to because I don't believe in the morality or, whatever it is of same-sex marriage. And it goes all the way to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court says this. Yet these are county clerks elected officials? Are they appointed?
It depends on the county.
But they're working for a state government.
Exactly.
What happened between the separation of religious beliefs, church, and your work for the government? Me
deciding not to bake you a cake because I don't like two dudes getting married doesn't result in you not getting married.
Right.
Like, I mean, that's a problem. Like, that's illegal. If I went to the DMV and I was like, I'd like to get a driver's license, and the clerk behind the counter was like, oh, I don't like you, girl.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you one. Like, not because I wasn't driving well, but just because, like, I look at your face and I don't like you. Like, that's not okay.
No.
Like, you're a government employee. You represent the government, and legally in this country, two men and two women can get married.
Yeah.
Like that's the law. So
yeah.
you got to enforce that. I don't know how this survives in Tennessee, to be honest.
We'll keep an eye on it. Thank you for the updates, Travis.